Hello, this is Mrs. Hyman. Soccer. The diagram shows the path of the ball in a passing drill created by 4 friends. Find the measure of each numbered angle. Well, the angles we have here, we have angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3 over here. So we have to find the measure of those 3 angles. Well, if we look at the diagram, we see that we basically have 2 triangles, and so that's going to help us out in our solving. And angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. And that's important because that's going to help us in our second triangle, because after we find angle 1 from our first triangle, we can use the measure of angle 1, which is going to be the same as the measure of angle 2, and then we'll be able to find the third angle in the second triangle. So we also need to know what's the total of the angle measurements in our triangle. So the measure of all 3 angles in a triangle should add up to 180 degrees. So if we take angle A plus angle B plus angle 1, so angle A plus angle B plus angle 1, that should equal 180 degrees. So these 3 angles all together. Well, we know what angle A is. That's 32 degrees. And we know that angle B is 88 degrees. And we're trying to find angle 1. Okay, so we'll add together what we have, 32 plus 88, and that's 120, plus angle 1 should equal 180. And if we subtract 120 from both sides of our equation, that leaves us angle 1 is equal to 60. So the measure of angle 1 is 60 degrees. So let's write that in here. 60 degrees for angle 1. Well, we said at the beginning that we know that angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles, which means that the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. So that means that angle 2 is also 60 degrees. So now in our second triangle, we know 2 out of the 3 angles, so we can use the same process and add together all 3 angles, and that should equal 180 degrees. So that means that we have angle E here plus angle 2 plus angle 3, and that total should be 180 degrees. So angle E is 79 degrees, and angle 2 we found is 60 degrees, and we're trying to find angle 3. So if we add together what we have, 79 plus 60, we have 139 plus angle 3, and that should equal 180. If we subtract 139 from both sides of our equation, that leaves us with angle 3 is equal to 41. So that means that the measure of angle 3 is equal to 41 degrees. Now you can check that if you like. We'll label that one 41 degrees. If you were to add these together, 60 plus 41 plus 79, that equals 180. And from our first triangle, 32 plus 88 plus 60 equals 180 also.